Okay, so I'm doing another stupid series, 2 in one night, hence the no change of clothes. But this one is a bit more of one of those sort of life experiences. I sort of went through it, I know lots of other people have been through it, and it deserves discussing because there's so many stupid people out there. I didn't technically go through it. When I was younger, I was taken to one of these places. I don't really remember much about it. But they come under the term of alternative medicine, or in other words, nonsense. What I mean by this is, a doctor spends years and years training, so they go through college, then university, then they become a resident, and it takes a long time to become a doctor, and then they spend years trying to become a consultant, reaching out, trying to improve who they are as a carer. They go through the Hippocratic Oath, the lot. But then you get these people who go, the doctors, they just don't care for us. They don't care about me. And then they go off to someone who prescribes alternative medicine, Chinese herbal remedy, that kind of stuff. These people don't have a medical background, no need for that. You don't need to study the body to know what's going on, and they come at it with this term, holistic approach. Now we'll discuss why that's nonsense in a minute. We're first of all going to look at one simple thing. In China, there's a lot of stock put behind people who become doctors. You know, parents become really proud of their children for reaching out, going through all that education to become a doctor. So if these people who are into sort of Chinese alternative medicine are so brilliant, why are their parents proud of them for going in the conventional Western method? One of them's nonsense, and one of them's a worthy profession, that's why. And so I'm going to tell you about some of the things that might happen at these places. So you go in and they might ask you to touch like a metal object, a metal ball, and they'll read your aura. Oh right, so what are you doing? Oh, I'm just reading your aura. From what? The metal ball? So you touch that, and I'm going to read your aura, and I'll tell you what you're allergic to, and then we can help you out. Oh right. Do doctors do this? No, they don't know anything about it. Well, what do you mean they don't know anything about it? They're doctors. No, just trust me. Okay. And I guarantee you, one of the things they'll tell you you're allergic to is dairy. Nothing special there, because technically we're all allergic to dairy. We all have an intolerance to dairy. Normally I eat dairy all the time, but last month I went a whole month without having any dairy. And then I was convinced by some friends to have some pizza, and I had the pizza. The next morning woke up, felt like I had a hangover. I'd had no alcohol. The cheese had absolutely royally screwed me over. I couldn't cope with it. So dairy's not good for us anyway. So when they say, oh, I think you're allergic to dairy, doesn't matter. Nothing amazing there. We all are. So these herbal remedy specialists, what they're going to do is try and sell you as much of their herbal product as they can. Otherwise, what's the point? They're making their money per hour, but there's cash in the herbs, obviously. You're foolish enough. And the words they're looking for you to say is, these doctors, they just don't care about us. And they'll go, no, they don't. They don't care about who you are. They don't care about your spirit. And you've said those words, it's literally like gold. It's like, really? Oh no, I agree. And then they'll go, oh, you see, we trust in nature. Nature brings out who you are. They're going to say you all kinds of junk because they know that you're stupid enough to buy into it. So they'll make you touch this metal object, and they'll read your aura. Really? Read your aura, eh? Okay, so what have we got? Now we touch the ball. Okay, it says here, oh no. And chances are you're a fatty. No offence, but we live in a Western culture and you've gone to a herbal specialist, probably a bit lazy. Fat. So, it says here, you're allergic to sweets, chocolate, that kind of stuff. Well, that's what I'd avoid. But I've got some, don't worry, you're not in this on your own. Oh, no. What I've got here is some herbs that will counteract it. Alright, what are they? Chinese, so don't worry about it. Complicated names. I'm going to weigh out how much you need. Just keep touching it. The maximum, it says here. Some of that and some of this. So you'll need to buy them off of me. Oh, okay, excellent, yep, and they'll help me. Oh, yes, oh, they'll help you. And they will sell you whatever they can. And you will benefit from it in the sense that you'll live healthier. You'll eat less sweets and whatever. They will point out to you the basics. You'll go in there and you'll say, I've got this rash, and now they'll probably just Google in what the rash is and go, oh, yeah, that looks like reading your aura. Oh, that looks like a bit of eczema. I've got this herb here. This'll fix that. Seriously, if that's the case, why aren't GlaxoSmithKline mass selling herbs? Why are they investing billions into the study of medicines and producing medicinal remedies? Why aren't they just going, a couple of herbs, chop them up, there you go, fixed? They wouldn't have to invest anything. Herbs would just do it. Now I'm going to come back to that term holistic. Now when they say that, what they mean is they're going to look at the whole of the body. Now let's think about that logically. I want you to imagine your body's a car, and you take your car to a mechanic. But instead of taking it to a mechanic, you just take it to your mate Bob round the corner. Bob happens to know his way around a motor vehicle. So you take your car there, you know there's an issue with the head gasket. So you take it to him and he goes, okay, there's a problem with the head gasket. Probably going to need to take the whole engine apart, replace the head gasket. Engine's pitted, so that's going to need to be sorted. But I'm going to look at the car as a whole piece. Oh, right, what do you mean by that? Well, you know, if there's a problem with the engine, it means there's probably other issues around the car. Well, check the seat belts. The seat belts have got nothing to do with the car, have they? Oh yes, seat belts and engine completely intrinsically linked. Really? Oh yes. We're going to check to see if the boot opens and closes all right. Well, surely that has nothing to do with the engine. I mean, I'm pretty convinced the seat belts don't, but the boot definitely does. Look at things holistically. Problems in one area, problems in another. That's what they're inferring when they say we're going to look at your body holistically. So when you go there and you have, let's say, cancer, let's say you have lung cancer, a doctor will go, right, you have lung cancer, this is the treatment, we'll get that sorted. What's a holistic medicinal specialist going to do? Look at you and go, okay, so you've got lung cancer, and the only way you would have established that is through the doctor, not through a herbal specialist. So he looks at you and goes, oh, yeah, oh, the lung cancer, ooh, awful. Okay, let's look at this holistically. So let's start with your feet. Let's start with your feet. Do you see what I'm saying? A doctor looks at the specific issues, just like you would expect a car mechanic to look at the specific issues of your car. So a holistic approach is nonsense. Don't listen to it. Don't be fooled by your friends who like that approach. Don't go down it. It's a route for nutcases. And there's a way of proving that these people who go in for the holistic approach know it's absolute junk. It's sort of litmus test of it all, because if you believe in that, then you've got to go down that route all the time. Now I could have gone down the broken leg route. I'm not going to. I'm going to go down for something a bit more fundamental. A toothache. I'd love to see someone who is in agonising pain with a toothache jump. In fact, they can't even. They're in so much pain they couldn't possibly drive. So they get their friend, and the friend goes, "Where do you want to go? Get me to the holistic specialist now." Well, don't you want to go to the dentist? Nope, holistic specialist. So they get there and the holistic specialist goes, okay, I want you to touch this ball. No, just sort the tooth out. No, touch the ball. Okay, you're going to rip my tooth out. Well, first of all, let's look at your aura. Have you had any dairy recently? No, just rip the tooth out. I'd say you've definitely been having sugar. Ooh. And so I've got some herbs for that. And also I've got some aloe vera for your feet. That'll sort you out. They're going to go straight to an NHS dentist. Saturday night, all-night clinic. They won't care. They're going to have that tooth ripped out. Whatever it takes to sort the situation. What am I concluding from all of this? I know sometimes doctors can be a bit patronising, a bit off, but it's their job. It's what they do best. Just trust them. And yes, they've probably made mistakes. And I'm sorry if you're the one that has. However, what job that you do have you never, ever, ever, ever made a mistake in? So this is a stupid series pointing out the stupidity of herbal remedies. No, just touch the ball. I'm going to read your aura. Okay, it says you. just need you to rip the tooth out. No, I want you to touch the ball. Touch the ball. Okay, I'm going to take your aura here. Okay. Have you been?